welcome to the show. Again, we thank God you can view the show, whether it's in your living room, your bedroom, your kitchen, or any other area in your home. We're excited to bring you DAP Ministries Presents. I'm your host, the Reverend Willie Williams Jr. Excited about the information you're going to receive today. Also saying that definitely, if you haven't gone down to the Lord Night Walk, go down there and see what's going to happen. There's a lot of activity. Hopefully the activity will continue and more development. Yes, there's still blighted property. Yes, there are overgrown lots. There are homes that need to be restored. And then there are homes that need to be built, start from scratch and build as well as other businesses that need to come up in that area. We're thankful to God that CVS is on the corner of Falstaff and Claiborne. That's a business, and when we go to the Holy Cross area, St. Claude, there are businesses that way. But there used to be businesses from Falstaff all the way to Douglas Street to all the way to Florida Avenue, and so hopefully those businesses will come back. Those family, those homes, they will come back as well. Again, if you haven't told your neighbors, your friends, family members that are coming down to visit, tell them to go down there and take a visit down there and see what's happening, so we can see the restoration of that area coming back 100%. Again, we're always pleased to have our guest. She's no stranger to the DAP Ministry. She's been here numerous times, but she always brings some highlights about information about what's taking place. Paulette Davidson of Loving Kenya Outreach Ministry, nonprofit, been going to Africa, been doing the work. And look, she's even been expanding from Africa, going to Mexico, just been traveling, volunteering, and giving her service. And that's a blessing because she's a servant of God. Paulette, always a pleasure to have you on the show, talking about the work that you're doing. And the good thing about it, you go to our community, but you go outside of our community. God has blessed you to make that decision to go to Africa year after year. I'm going to ask you a question. How do you do it? I ain't going to ask you why you do it, but how do you do it?
In what sense, Pastor?
In the sense of making that commitment, because I think the last time you went, you stayed a month.
Yes.
A month. How do you do that? How do you do that?
Oh, when you're serving, it's just a natural. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. But I really love serving, and I know that I'm working for the Lord. But I used to wonder, how can a preacher preach 2-3 times a day? Mm-hmm. And because God gives him the words, gives him the energy, and the same with me. I can go to a village and walk 3-4 hours, and we give out literature. We give out tracts, we give out food, and you don't feel it. Of course, when it's time to go to bed, it's time to go to bed.
I think it catches up when you come back home to America. I think it catches up. It's like jet lag or something like that. You say, and it did all the work. And I can see and I can feel your excitement about doing the work of the Lord and doing what you do. Tell our audience a little bit about, for those who are not familiar with Loving Kenya, what Loving Kenya does and how long you've been doing it and what's coming up, because in doing this, we understand that this is a volunteer effort. You didn't have the pictures, but I think last time you were on the show, you had the pictures of some of the young kids and stuff like that. And really what touches my heart is that it looks like a canal. Is it a river or a canal when they go and get their water?
Because I don't see the end, I'm thinking it's a canal.
Okay.
With looking at our bodies of water.
As a comparison.
Yes. But the children go every evening after school to sift water.
And look, I know that happened here in America. It happened here in some of our areas, even here in Louisiana, where people had to go. They didn't have running water to their houses, so I think it was Ironton. It was a place that they used to go to a faucet and get their water, then bring it back home and stuff like that. So I can only equate that to when my parents, my father is from Zachary, Louisiana, and we used to go to the country every summer, and
Excuse me.
before they had running water, they had a well. And I was excited, you know, to go to the well to get the water. They, you know, the little bucket and stuff, you drop it down, and glue, 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 and you ice it back up and stuff like that. I wasn't excited about doing the other stuff that you do with that, but that was well water, and they didn't have any running water. So you had to use that water to do everything. You had to use that to cook, you had to use that water to clean, you had to use that water to bathe. And so because I was there just for the summer, you know, it wasn't as tolling on me as, you know, if I had to do that every day, you know. And the well wasn't too far away from the house. That's the good thing about it. The well may have been maybe 10 to 12 feet away from the house. So that means I didn't have to walk way down the road like the young people in Kenya. They have to walk long distance.
Some of them do, and some of them don't.
Yeah.
You know,
but
they're blessed to live nearby, but they still have to carry.
They have to carry. And so we dropped the bucket, poured the water in another bucket, and brought it to the house. Mm-hmm. And so it wasn't, you know, like I said, we city people and city boys and stuff like that. That was exciting to us because you said, "Come on, man! Or you just turn the faucet and the water comes out."
Right.
And so look, that was a new experience for us. Man, we're only there for a short period, and so my auntie, you know, they stayed there, and they had to do that every day.
Where I live, we have running water, and it's called, it's on the compound of a Catholic community. Mm-hmm. And in the house, we have running water. So we shower.
But y'all, that's what I'm saying.
We have inside.
But the people you're servicing, do they have that luxury?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No, they don't. And like I said, they use that water that they bring to bathe with, that they sift, to boil for food, to bathe with, to cook with. And so the necessities.
The hardest part, you know, we didn't have to sift the water when we were getting the water out of the well and stuff like that. That process really intrigues me, the way they have to sift that water. Because basically, I know some of our city friends, if they had to go through what the people, indigenous people over there in Kingoras, that's Kingoras area. Is that the area that you stay in, Kingoras?
Well, I stay in Kilgoris and also Lemuro.
Okay.
But really in Lemuro, that's where we found the children sifting more children, you know. But they do in both areas because it's more of a village, you know. We talked about that before. Mm-hmm. And in some of the areas or compounds that they stay in, some of them, then they have a faucet that everybody can go to, mm-hmm. you know, in the compound. And it might be 60, 70 houses, huts.
That can access that.
Right, to that one faucet. Mm-hmm. But you just become adjusted, and it's not. I don't look at it as being a difficult time. I'm back in the 50s. We had some difficult times bathing in tin tubs and doing a few things
you may not believe that, but I can remember number 3 tubs.
Oh yeah,
I remember that too.
We used to bathe in that.
But most of that was y'all were in the city. We did that in the country.
No, we lived in New Orleans in Gentilly.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all were in the city.
Yeah.
I remember it in the country. Just like I told you, the difference is the well water. You had a kettle. You boiled your well water and stuff like that. You poured in a number 3 tub. What is it? A basin. A wash basin. See,
yeah.
I know all about that experience, but like I said, that was a temporary experience, and you know, I want to say you get acclimated to it, but I want to say it's adjusting to it for a short period of time. You're not enduring it. Say, if I had to do this every day, I don't think I would like it. Mm-hmm. And so that's why a lot of people, even my daddy would tell you, he said, that's why he got away from the country. That country living was hard. And so the experience of, and really I need you to talk to the importance of the purifications.
Yes.
Y'all buy that and y'all give it to the people that they can get clean.
Yes.
Clean water. I mean,
It's what it does. It sifts the water. It's a large 5-gallon pot, and it's made with sand, and they pour that river water through it, canal water, and when it comes out through the faucet, then it's clean, and they can drink it.
Because it got some kind of a reservoir. That's
Right, the sand, sand purifies it. So the thing about, we also have them in, I think, 5 different places in the hospital. Now that's in Kilgoris, in the pharmacy, in the common area, the ladies' ward, the men's ward, and in the kitchen. So we were able to do that the last visit.
Now, I think you said pretty much that, not that you don't drink the water, but y'all have access to bottled water.
Oh yeah, we buy cases of water when we get there. We also buy the 5-gallon containers for our house. Yes.
Well, the reason I asked that is because sometimes people, especially when you go to Mexico, they suggest that you
We buy water in Mexico.
Yeah, don't drink the water because it probably will give you Montezuma's revenge and give you diarrhea. And so in most cases, it's just a precautionary thing.
Right.
Not that it may, it can happen, but
we take the medication that they give us for travel, but we're always looking at what's preventive, the measures of preventing to catch something, get something. So we do what we're supposed to do.
Now, I think the importance of Loving King is reaching out.
Oh, yes.
And that's one way y'all reach out. I tell you, just going every year, and in most cases, do you see the same people every year? Look forward to seeing some of the same people, maybe some of the young kids at one age, and they're growing up, and you're amazed at.
I make promises.
Yeah.
I make there's 2 little orphanage girls. One wears size 6 shoe, I think, and one wear 5. And I promised them I was going to bring them some shoes back this year. Yes, I've gone in my suitcases to give them shoes, extra shoes that I brought over.
Not your shoes?
Yes.
I mean, you wear.
They can wear. No, I wear 8.
I don't know what size you wear.
No, I'm just saying I've given them away because they need it. I literally have pictures. And I think we've shown them before of this little boy washing on a Saturday. I
need you to hold that thought. We got to go to a break because I think the Reverend Darrell Turner has been doing something for y'all about the shoes.
Yes.
And I would need you to talk about that when we come back. We're going to go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk to Paulette Davidson of Loving King. She's doing the work not only in Africa and Mexico, but she's doing the work here in the city. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Poor nutrition today will increase Sarah's chances of anemia, add to her healthcare costs, sick days, even stunt her ability to learn. And the thing is, Sarah's not even born yet. Get proper nutrition before it's too late. Call or visit WIC. WIC provides nutrition information, healthcare referrals, even food. Your child has you, and you have WIC.
Mrs. Johnson, good to see you again. This is Mike. You can trust him. He looks just like you. Plus, 2 against 1 is more intimidating when we force someone to sign a loan.
And I'll be sucking up to you in order to keep up the illusion.
So, here are your low monthly payments and